Think about that, Carolyn. Right now, we've just had record-breaking cold temperatures, some rolling blackouts.
Absolutely.
And if you didn't have power for an extended period of time, think how cold your house would get. And if you've got children, pets, if you've got a senior citizen living in the house. I mean, these are things that people are struggling with right now because of our cold weather.
Right, absolutely. Despite the rolling outages, they are dealing with this on a day-to-day basis, and right now it's extra difficult. We're asking you to simply click on the top icon, the top tab on our website, KCTV5.com. You'll see it very clearly, the Project Warmth tab up top. You do a click, it takes you right to your Project Warmth donation page, and it's very, very simple to offer whatever you can. We're not asking for giant sums of money, but if we know collectively we can all come together and help out our neighbors in need at this point. Now, if you know the Project Warmth name, you've seen it for years, because around Channel 5, it has been something that's been near and dear to our hearts literally for decades. Yeah. Since back in the 80s when Wendell Anschutz was here, and he kind of started this with the Kansas City Star and really made a pitch to collect coats and blankets. Now with the pandemic and with the timing we're in right now, we're not asking for that. Right now is not the time to be collecting blankets and coats and things like that, and to have trucks parked at various locations to collect that from you.
It's too cold to do that right now.
That day will come again. Yeah. We will get there, and we want to do that again. But right now, it's the financial donations that really can go the farthest to help those who are truly suffering.
That's going to help people right now, today, tonight. And to what I just said, we seriously, we don't want people digging through their closets and then driving over to KCTV5 to drop off coats and blankets. We will do that again in the future, but it's too cold to get out and do that. So again, we partnered with the Salvation Army, as we have with Project Warmth for many, many, many years. KCTV5, as Carolyn has mentioned, this is near and dear to our hearts here. We've been involved with this since the early 80s and couldn't be prouder to help out. Over the years, I believe we've raised over $8 million through the Kansas City Star, through your donations. It's been fantastic, not to mention all the tens of thousands of pounds of coats, gloves, and scarves that through our Project Warmth drives, where we've asked you in the past to deliver coats and blankets. So you have helped out in the past. We're asking you to help out again. We know times are tough. And as Carolyn mentioned, no donation is too small. So when you go to KCTV5.com, it's a two-step process. You go to KCTV5.com, and then right at the top, you're going to see this Project Warmth banner right at the top of KCTV5.com. You push the button that says click here to donate. So two-step process. Go to KCTV5.com, click on the top banner, click here to donate. Then it'll bring up a field, and it's going to ask you your basic questions like your address, a phone number, and then, of course, how you plan to donate. And again, whatever you can give today, whatever you see fit to give is going to help people in Kansas City right now who are struggling to pay the bills and struggling to pay their electricity and heat bills. And your heart just breaks when you hear about people who have little kids and who are cold. And we ran a story not too long ago about we talked with a family who the whole family had to sleep in one bed because they needed each other's body heat to get through the night. It's that dire.
Collective warmth, absolutely. I am seeing some of your comments here on our Facebook Live post saying that there was no audio with our introduction here. So just to reiterate, if you're just now coming on to our Facebook Live, just so you understand what we're doing here and why, clearly you understand the conditions here in the metro area, and they are simply, it's unsafe right now to have to suffer through this cold in any way, and to have not enough money to afford your utilities, to afford your rent right now. It's just, it's dire need kind of time. So we are supporting Project Warmth with your financial donations only. And you can do that by logging on to KCTV5.com. Click on the Project Warmth tab on the top, and you can give your financial donations very simply on that safe connection there, that safe link. And all the financial donations are managed and distributed through the Salvation Army here in Kansas City, and they will then disseminate it out through the 65+ agencies that they work with here in the area and get it to the people who need it right now.
If there wasn't a need, we wouldn't be here on Facebook Live asking for your help. There's a need. There's a need in our community. Some of our neighbors need our help. And in the past, gosh, Carolyn, you've been involved with this for close to 2 decades. I've been involved with this for almost 18 years. Every single year, it has touched us deeply, the way that Kansas Cityans have stepped up when asked to help out their neighbors. That's why we're here today. This is a dire need, and if people didn't need your help, we wouldn't be here asking for it. So again, KCTV5.com. You click on that top banner that you're going to find right when you go to KCTV5.com. It says click here to donate. So again, it's a two-step process. Once you click here to donate, it brings up a very simple page. It asks about 8 questions that you have to fill out and how you're going to donate, and then how much you want to donate. And again, we can't emphasize enough. If it's $5 is what you have, then we are so grateful and so thankful for your $5.
Yes, it will help. No donation goes unwelcomed, for sure. Now is the time to give. We ask you to do it today as we celebrate here the efforts of Project Warmth and our local Salvation Army. Give now, if at all possible, KCTV5.com, and we'll touch base with you here on Facebook Live throughout the day.
And throughout our newscasts, I'll be bringing some updates in our 4 o'clock newscasts, in our 5 o'clock newscast, in our 6 o'clock newscast, and this runs all the way through 10 o'clock tonight. So you have a full day to prepare, to get ready, let some people know about it if they don't know about it. But again, Kansas City has always stepped forward in the past. We hope you will again. We understand if you can't, but maybe if you can't, maybe you could ask somebody else that you know to go to KCTV5.com and click on Project Warmth. We thank you for everything. As Carolyn mentioned, we'll be here throughout the day, online, KCTV5.com, and on air. So thank you for your help. We certainly do appreciate it.
Yeah, have a good evening.